I really did not want to believe it. I really didn't want to. I really think that this was all just internet rumor, but sadly it really isn't. I mean, if you guys saw the leaks and so forth and possibly saw the raws and understood what it said, you guys might be very understanding and upset. And for me, I'm upset about it too. I mean, the chapter itself, the first half of it was pretty nice, but when it came towards the ending, that's where it became a major problem. And to me, it does not make a lick of sense at all. How, why? I mean, come on. I really wish this could have been done much better, but no, 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 no. They either because Horikoshi and his editors or Shonen Jump being total douchebags or something, telling him this and that. I don't know. I mean, come on. Okay, I think I rambled on long enough. Let's talk about the chapter and then I'll tell you guys my thoughts, okay? We had to it that Dr. Garaki actually, left a voice recorder or something for All For One, telling him what's up about it, Telling him, that you have to be very careful with this because you can only use this one time and that's it, etc. And that Garaki actually, or Garaki, or the doctor of All For One actually had the mask and everything else all ready for All For One in the future. Should he break out, he decides to leave it here and give it to him. And that it's all up to you now. I hope that you don't have that hatred will not dwell in your heart whatsoever, and so forth. And we get to go back to present time where All For One is going back to his prime, and he says he congrats Endeavor for making him use such kind of power in the first place, etc. And we have to it that Tokoyami can only be in total shock and scared right now because he realizes that ability that All For One used is actually Eri-chan's power, And we had to it that that All For One ends up going down to the battlefield and ends up taking someone's clothes and then ends up stealing someone's cork, And we had to it that Hawks comes in and tries to save her, but I'm afraid it's already too late whatsoever, etc. But we had to it that also All For One tells Hawks right now that he's facing that now that I use this rewind time on myself, I will be erased. I will disappear and die. But, I have to fulfill one last task before I do so. And that is rescuing Tomura from that stupid trap of yours, And we had to it that Hawks decides to, ask, Endeavor, you passed on your gene to steal one for all, so why don't you fill us for some kind of ugly reference, And we have to it that, that All For One decides to tell, Hawks that he was inspired by comics, And he asked him, why do you think villains are always put as the bad guys and always been afraid, And we have to it that Hawks is hey, isn't it because you guys do something bad? He goes no, you don't understand at all, And because this world is always filled with countless cultures and values, we always been looked down upon because of the actions we do. And we want to obstruct that stupid future vision of yours. And that is what I'm going to do. And that's all I wish for. That, in other words, I guess All For One wants to destroy the status quo or the thing of normality for human beings, just because we are a little different here and there. Then we go to a different location in USA of Washington D.C. We had to Akbar is really trying to tell them we got to attack Tomura right now, except. And whoever Akbar is talking to right now, he's really talking to the president right now and says, I'm sorry, but we're already in the nasty red zone here and there, and that we have to find a way to to solve this. And right now he's untouchable. There's no way we can fight him now, knowing that we lost our number one hero in the world here and there. And we had to it. Akbar says, "So what? We're supposed to be his slaves now? Are you seriously saying that we should like bow down to him right now? Do you not understand?" And we have to it like the guy ends up telling Akbar that many nations are trying to like gain the trust of Tomura so they can be saved or something, you know? But he says, "Are you stupid? Do you know how ridiculous this is?" And the president says, "Look, we're talking about damage control. We have to wait for the right time to strike." But Akbar says, "No, the moment we even allow ourselves to be controlled, everything we have, everything we care about will be gone, destroyed, yada yada yada." But the guy says, "Listen, this is for our future." But Akbar says otherwise, saying like, "Don't you understand? What do you think Star fought for? What do you think she died for, huh? Have you guys forgotten? Like, all young children grow up watching adults. The adults have to give them their support and be connected. Otherwise, then those children will do the same for the next generation. Isn't that why heroes wield their power for that certain reason?" We have to it Edgeshot, who apparently is damaged and messed up by Tomura's attack, you know, ends up realizing that like he has one move left to possibly save Bakugo. And this is where it becomes troublesome, and I'll talk about it in just a moment, you know. And we had to it Edgeshot talks about how he was in multiple bodies here and there, and that he's familiar with it, and that he's not going to give up. We had to it Edgeshot, therefore, tells Mirko, "Don't give up. If all you have is your head, just freaking bite him with all you got. Bite him to death if you have to." And we had to it Tomura tells Edgeshot, "Stop struggling. It's pathetic and useless." And we had to it that like Edgeshot gets ready to do something really ridiculous, which I don't know if this is even gonna work, or I don't even know why this is really even possible. But we have to it that like Edgeshot says like he will fill whatever Bakugo is lacking, and he'll move it for him. But Best Genius did warns Edgeshot that like you may not come back from this at all. You do understand that, right? He says, "Well, then the rest is up to you." And he ends up calling Best Genius like President Hakamata. And then he ends up using his technique called Nimple Thousand Sheet Pierce Extreme and says, "I'll become his heart." And the chapter ends out there. Okay, now this is where it becomes very troublesome and very annoying in a sense, because you know Horikoshi, this guy has been like doing a couple like fake deaths into this Hero Academia like series, you know. We seen that in Best Genius, you know. We thought he died, but instead he faked his death. And as for Gran Torino, that guy got his chest pierced and he somehow is still alive, you know. And as for Bakugo, it's now happening with him. He just got he has a hole in his chest, and not to mention his heart just literally blew up. I mean, like, I believe this guy should be dead already. We don't really know how much time passed by already, but one thing was certain is that, like, I don't know, man. And now, Edgeshot right here is using his ability so he'll become Bakugo's heart. And I kind of find that to be pretty stupid in a sense, because how are you going to revive a guy who apparently has his heart blown up? You're going to be his heart? Like, seriously? I think if you could find the pieces of his heart that was blown into his, like, into his chest, and maybe stitch it up a bit and try to make it work, maybe that could be possible. But seriously, it's really ridiculous in my opinion, and I think I could agree with a lot of people not liking how this is going out, especially with Edgeshot becoming a heart. Like, okay, what? Are you freaking serious? I did not want to believe it. I really didn't want to believe it. I didn't. But however, I guess the leaks and rumors of My Hero Academia's new chapter is true. I even looked at the raws and I didn't understand what the heck they were saying, because I can't read the language obviously and understand it from the very start and etc. But yeah, Edgeshot is going to become a heart. He's going to use his abilities to become a heart, and Beast Genius tells Edgeshot that you may not come back from this at all. And I'm afraid, and knowing that Edgeshot, I'm afraid he's going to sacrifice his own life to try to save Bakugo. But you know, the sad thing about Edgeshot is that, like, he didn't have a lot of screen time, and it sucks. And I really wanted to know more about like a lot of heroes here and there, and it's sad enough that like I said, he did not have a lot of screen time. That much is for certain, and it sucks, and etc. Now, sorry for being off topic about Edgeshot. Him becoming a heart, I don't think I like this at all. I mean, like, Bakugo, although I understand Horikoshi is trying to put intensity, but this is not working at all. I mean, like, the way, if Bakugo just stayed disciplined and just ran away a bit, you know, it would have been just a little easier for him to know what's up. I mean, like, but Horikoshi decides to put in Bakugo as a freaking maniac, like, oh, I'm going to fight this guy despite having one arm and knowing that I'm going to die anyway, I got to keep winning. This guy is... I'm sorry, man. Horikoshi, you should have done this a little bit better, man. I mean, I'm not accepting this. I'm not liking it. Come on, man. I mean, like, I kind of had a feeling, or almost a lot of people knew, and I was in somewhat denial that this series was already rushed from the very start, the moment maybe the war arc started with My Hero Academia, you know, not to mention, like, we're in the final arc right now, and I understand you're trying to give a lot of screen time, but yeah, there was a lot of problems. Oh, man. One thing for sure is that I'm not liking this idea of Edgeshot becoming a heart for Bakugo. I don't know how that's going to turn out. Is this going to work because both him and Bakugo maybe have like the same blood type, because like Edgeshot is blood type A and freaking Bakugo is blood type A as well. I don't know. I mean, like, how the heck is this supposed to work out? You know, I mean, like, how is he gonna become a heart that will really revive Bakugo? At this point, man, I mean, it's pretty much ridiculous. I mean, I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I'm afraid not many people are gonna be happy about this. Even I'm not happy about it. I mean, like, what was the point of Bakugo having his heart obliterated, dude? I mean, like, and having a hole in his chest. How do you come back from that, dude? I mean, like, how much time is left before Bakugo is truly dead? I mean, like, his heart stopped beating, there's no pulse, not to mention a hole in his chest. At that point, like, blood is spewing out of there. This should have been done in a much more of a different fashion. I understand Horikoshi's trying to keep true to Bakugo's character, but I wish Bakugo... Things could have... Some things should have been handled in a different manner. I mean, I understand maybe Horikoshi's thing when it comes to Toga and Izuku, you know, I don't know why that had to happen. That was just a waste of time and so forth. And it would have been nice to have Izuku with the others and all of them have the spotlight, man. I mean, like, not to mention the second user's quirk. I bet that'll be a BS power, too. I'm betting on that right now, too. Oh, if you, like, don't use it correctly, it's going to be very dangerous. What the hell is that power anyway? I swear, if it's time-related, then, yeah, it's totally bad. Because time relation is not something to be messed with, you know, but, okay, I'm being off topic. I'm being like an idiot right now. I mean, like, I've always been, but... No. Just no, man. Come on. Are you serious right now? Whatever, I'm done right now. I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.